Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Once again, for those that do not know me, my name is Kim McLeod, and I want to thank you once again for tuning in. So really quick, I want to do a video dedicated for the singles, as usual. As of right now, of course, my singleness videos are my top viewed watch video in the U.S., of course, as well as Virginia in particular. Of course, most of my viewers are in the state of Virginia as of right now, but I want to give a special shout out to whoever that is in Italy or whomever may be in Italy, or like you may be living there, or you may just been visiting there. You may was at the airport in Italy. I do not know, but I have noticed today, as of today, I have 137 minutes being watched from Italy right now. So special shout out to Italy. Thanks again for watching. I don't know who you may be, but feel free to comment. Let me know who you are. But thanks so much for tuning in on my videos. And so something I've been thinking about all this past week, as of today, today's actually July 4th. So for those of you that will be watching this, it may be the 5th or the 6th because it is about 10 o'clock at night right now. So I'm just getting back in because I did a failed attempt to do Uber tonight and only did 2 trips, and it was a complete nightmare out in Hampton Roads of Virginia. I did a pickup from Chesapeake to Virginia Beach, and then I did a Virginia Beach pickup in Virginia Beach in the ocean front, and it's horrible out there, people. It is absolutely horrible. And as much as I need the money, as much as I need the extra money and to kind of keep me balanced, it just wasn't worth it to me. I'd rather just pay for the stress. Like it's just too stressful out there for me right now. So I just rather take an L if need be, and I just have to trust the Lord in the season that he's going to just work out some things, because I just couldn't be out there. It's just too much stuff going on. So you follow me on Facebook at Kim Marie McLeod. There's a few clips on my Facebook story as well as my page on what was going on out there. They just had so many roads blocked off, cones everywhere, people walking. It's just a hot mess out there. Ambulance, fire trucks. It's just too much stuff going on. But I did get a nice view of fireworks, even though I hate fireworks. For those of you that listen to on my Facebook story, I hate fireworks. Fireworks is not my deal, but I did see fireworks as I was driving back home at there was fireworks because there was fireworks at the beachfront, and then there was fireworks at off of Independence in Virginia Beach. So it was 2 places in Virginia Beach. It was like 2 or 3 places in Virginia Beach that was setting off fireworks. And then you had the waterfront, downtown Norfolk was doing fireworks as well. So I had my view of fireworks on the highway, and I am okay and cool with that. I'm so thankful to be home right now in my peaceful neighborhood apartment. I love it. There ain't nothing crazy going on in this neighborhood right now. I mean, we're just really quiet and focused people in this neighborhood. Everybody stays to themselves. Even on a holiday like this, you hear no drama. There's no drama going on, thankfully. So 3 minutes in, of course, that was my little, I guess, my little soapbox, as I always have. I always seem to have a soapbox with you all. But I have been spending a lot of time alone, and of course, I guess many of you know that. And being a single, some of you may be like me. Some of you may be in the same similar situation, a season that I'm in, that I am spending a lot of time by myself. And it is intentional. It is on purpose because I have certain things I need to take care of. And I don't need a lot of people around as I'm taking care of certain business. So I really need to stay focused. And I am a person that could get easily distracted at times. So me being by myself these past several weeks, it's been on purpose. And there's a reason for the madness, of course. But something that I've been highly thinking about this past week in particular, the past couple weeks, And it just really hit me very, very, very strong the past couple of days and today. And I feel like maybe there was a reason why I could not stay out in Uber, and maybe I need to make this video for myself and for someone else out there. So I wanted to share with you all the top 3 worst things that singles do to themselves. The top 3 worst things. So I need to write this down so I will remember. So the top worst things that singles do to themselves. So for those of you that do not know, I am 30 years old, and I'm thankful to be 30, even though I look like I'm 22, 18 years old. I think just recently, it's been 22. Most people I've been talking to lately thought I was 22, so I'll take 22. I'm fine with that. So I guess I'll be 30 for a long time. Okay, so let's get started. So the top 3 things the top 3 worst things that singles do to themselves. Number 1, and I had this conversation with another friend of mine, is putting your life on hold. Number 1, and you might want to write this down. Just to evaluate, just do a self-evaluation, a self-awareness check with yourself. So number 1 is putting your life on hold. I see this a lot, and I personally did it to myself as well. I have a strong belief in faith that everyone on this earth has a divine purpose. You have something that you need to get accomplished on this earth that God has given to you. So with that being said, you need to take care. Everyone has their own separate race, journey that they have to take. So certain things, certain skills and talents and giftings they have to learn and perfect. Okay, so for example, as some of us graduates high school, unfortunately, some people focus so much on what their family says, what their friends says, what their teacher says, what their community says, and sometimes they don't really go to the Lord and pray about it, or maybe God has given them something to do and they're so fearful of what people may think about it or whatnot, and so they purposely put their life on hold because they're waiting on approval for everyone around them. So for example, this is just an example because I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to convey this message to you all. If you are a high school student listening to this, or if you are someone that's recently graduating from high school, do not put your life on hold for no one. For no one. Tomorrow is not promised. Technically, no one can promise you nothing because we have no idea how long we're going to be on this earth. If God didn't tell you to put your life on hold, don't do it. For those of you that are in relationships, and I'm not knocking relationships or anything like that, of course, I've had my share of relationships and whatnot, but if you're in a relationship and you're operating your life in a certain way in hopes of making a relationship more serious, or waiting for that person to commit to you, as in committing to you for a deeper dating relationship or courtship, or waiting on them to propose to you so you could become engaged, even up to the point of marriage. And so say if you are choosing to go to a certain college to be with that person, or you're choosing a certain job just to be with that person, or you're choosing to go to a certain area to be with that person, and you are sacrificing and compromising on the school that you really want to go to, or the job that you really want to have, or the area that you really want to live in, that is probably not the best idea, because I say this because, and I'm not trying, gotta stop using this word, trying. Oh, I hate using the word trying, because either you're doing it or you're not doing it. It's just driving me crazy this year. But I'm telling you all from personal experience and from other people's experience, life happens. Life happens. Anything could happen to that person. That person could pass away. Worst case scenario, that's never happened to me in a relationship, but that has happened to other people, of course. Number two, you or that other person can meet someone else that they feel is a better fit for them. And so you may experience a breakup in a school you don't want to be at, in an area you don't want to be at, in a neighborhood you don't really want to be at. And so now it's like you feel that you're stuck. There's no way out for you. And you literally have to start like all over again. So you do not want to end up in that situation. Be somewhere because you know you need to be there. Don't just choose big life decisions like going to school, picking a city, picking a neighborhood just based on being with someone, and you're putting your own life dreams and goals on hold because of that other person. And I know this is a very, very touchy subject, definitely in what I'm about to say, but not just with relationships. Some people put their life on hold for family. And now I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, this has nothing, what I'm about to say, this has nothing to do with married couples. Like, you know, when you're married, and there's a lot of compromising, there's a lot of having to agree to disagree and keeping it moving for the sake of the marriage and the family. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about particular when you're single, as a single person, and you're living with your parents or your aunts or uncles, or you're living with siblings or your cousins or whatever, and you're in an environment where it's very family connected and whatever, which is nothing wrong with that. I love family, even though I'm away from my family, but I love the idea to have a closeness with your family, and I really gravitate to people that have that, and it's a very what's the word I'm looking for? It's a very sacred thing. It is very sacred that people have that. So it's definitely something that's honorable and respected. So don't get me wrong on this. What I'm saying is, say that you really, for an example, say that you have a strong desire to be a counselor. Say that you have this strong desire to be a counselor, but your family wants you to be a lawyer. So some people, they go on this lawyer route and don't really have a dream or a passion for it because their family wants them to do it. And what we forget is that you are an adult. You are an adult. So that means that you're going to be taking these crazy hard classes, taking these crazy long exams just to please your family or your community, and you have no desire and you feel no purpose in this area. And I hear about it and I've seen it, and it's just, I just feel like there's not a way to live. I'm not here to judge anyone, but I just don't see, like, how is that living? How is that living? And I'm learning this the hard way, that I can't live my life for everyone. My life is not for everyone. And that just felt so refreshing to say. Like, first and foremost, my life is the Lord's. Like, first and foremost. And even though, you know, sometimes we may get it twisted and we feel like, you know, do what I want to do. But first and foremost, my life belongs to the Lord, first of all. And whatever he gives to me, you know, it's up to me to go ahead and fulfill that, of course. So my job is not to fulfill everyone else's dreams and goals for my life. Like that's not my end goal in life. And so I feel that people need to learn boundaries. And I know I'm just on number one. This is crazy. So I'm going to make another video for the other two. But 14 minutes in, stop putting your life on hold. Also, there's other things I wanted to talk about this as well. Is another thing about this is that I've heard so many singles and myself say that they don't want to buy a house because they want to get married first. And I really want you to take that in consideration if you're someone that said this, because I have said this myself in the past, but I no longer have that mindset anymore. I'm renting because that is something that works best for me. I would love to buy one day, but that's not my season. That's not my lane. I've talked about that in other videos. But I know a few singles that have their own house that they're paying mortgage for. So that is great. And that is something to definitely look into. Don't live a life saying, well, I'm not going to buy a house because I'm going to wait to get married. I'm not saying that yes, it's great that you want to be able to build that with your spouse, but same time too, don't put your life on hold for that, because you never know what God may have in store for you to start the process of getting that house for yourself, and we just always say some like dream cars. Oh, I'm gonna wait to get my dream car until I get married. Like, I don't know, like honestly, we say some stupid stuff as singles sometimes. And with that, we know that life and death is power of the tongue. And sometimes we put our lives on hold just by what we speak. It's just crazy to me, like why we do that to ourselves. It's really odd. But I do want to encourage someone out here. Stop putting your life on hold. Stop saying that you don't have enough money. Stop saying that you can't live there or you can't do that because you're single. That needs to be squashed, definitely. So make sure, of course, you want to be a help to people. You want to be an encouragement to people. You want to be an inspiration and impact on people. But you want to be careful when you're sacrificing your dreams and goals for other people when they're really not in the God design, and you're just doing it to make certain people happy, because you don't want to be alone, I guess, or you don't like confrontation. Be a strong single adult. Like, you are an adult. You have a right to speak for yourself. You have a right to set boundaries. So I'm 17 minutes in. I'm going to leave you all with that. And I'm going to get to the other two in the other video. Didn't expect it to be that long, but hey. Remind you again, if you enjoy this content, feel free to subscribe. I'm up 58 subscribers as of today, July 4th, 2018. If you like this, subscribe, share, and like, and comment.